gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. You cannot stop me, I'ma make it to the top spicy. Call a covenant, not cocky. You cannot break me, this world's mine for the taking. Got an itch, man, I'm making. Oh, I'll keep my head down and grind and be patient. I'll take a stab at the top and the sailing. They can all try, but you cannot contain it. Cause I see the things that I want and I take on my goal. Push myself to the brink, no limit. Do what it takes to be free, committed. I'm a little obsessed with things, I'll admit it. But that's what it takes to get a freedom ticket. Got a killer instinct and it's just the beginning. Breaking down walls and the hurt start thinning. And the more you push, see the fast start trimming. Till you're the only one standing up straight, winning all.
No, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. We never give up, no, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill.
You just gotta wanna keep chasing, put you everything you're facing. Keep up with the pace and adrenaline rush starts racing. Get through all the things you hate in. Don't let the others in charge of your dreams. They just don't know what it takes to be seen. You see the ship take control of your team. And if you're alone, then a one-man army. So you better be starving, and you better be carving. Through the hate, keep marching, and every day keep charging ahead till you get what you want, what you dream. Regret is a thing of the past, and you'll see that you've always had it inside. It's the key to make the most of this life for me.
No, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. We never give up, no, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. And I'll haunt your nightmares. Little did you know that I like fear. When you turn, I'll be right there. You should be afraid, you should be scared. Out of the darkness, out of the fear, here comes the monster waiting in there. Heart rate is rising, some call it scared. You'll feel the chill start raising your hairs.
It's too late, you're here now. I hope that you're prepared, cause there's no getting out. You can feel the energy, dark like a cloud. Electrified by panic, terror and doubt. Don't cross me, or you'll learn quick the hard way that I'm not one to mess with. I got a mind, and that mind's full of mean tricks. I'll plant a seed in your red where the fear will stick.
And I'll haunt your nightmares. Little did you know that I like fear. When you turn, I'll be right there. You should be afraid, you should be scared. We're all alone, you're on your own. It's you and me, who's going home? Look up, cause I'm right here. Welcome to a real life nightmare. cross me, 'cause now you'll never stop me. Revenge was my calling. Now you're a dead man walking. And I'll haunt your nightmares. Little did you know that I like fear. When you turn, I'll be right there. You should be afraid, you should be scared. We're all alone, you're on your own. It's you and me who's going home. Look up, 'cause I'm right here. Welcome to a real life nightmare.
Yeah, let's go. I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion. So now I'm gonna pop, causing all this commotion.
Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I could drop you, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, let's go. I don't care what they all say. That's right, I'ma do this thing my way. Let's go. Been grinding hard on it all day. Okay, we work hard, then we all play. Yeah, I'm addicted to the grind, man. That's right, so I refuse to waste time, man. Yeah, one day it all will be fine, man. Let's go. Gotta commit to the climb. You know we're back with the Guinness, setting records every minute, every track. In addiction to the fact that we're winning, still we lack something's missing. Need a track that is hitting, making racks, making millions. If you rap, that's the mission. I don't waste time, no, I make time. All these people wanna hate, fine, I'ma make mine. While you sitting there complaining, I'll be training. While you sitting there just waiting, I'm creating.
Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I could drop you, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.
Welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well today. Today we're doing some Slay the Princess, well, more Slay the Princess. For those of you who probably weren't here for the stream yesterday of it, the situation we're going with is
What are you doing?
We're trying to amp you up.
Well, it's distracting. Oh shit, motherfucker!
Mine is all the way up. Like I'm nearly hitting the yellow. Do you just have me down? Cause yeah, on OBS I'm nearly hitting the yellow, so I shouldn't be too quiet. Either way. Am I? On track. Alright. That better? Oh, wait. It might be... Give me a second. Did it change? Did you change? You didn't change, so the headphone's correct. Alright. That works. I just made it so I'm breaking that yellow. Anyway. There we go. I don't know. OBS being weird today. It's fine. But anyway, so today we're going to be doing it a different... how we kind of ended how we were doing it yesterday. So each new run is a different member in chat or a different viewer in chat. We'll be doing the full decisions. This time around, Sin is first up. He'll be doing chapter 1 through to however many chapters till he fucking gets taken into the long nothing. Or the long quiet, or whatever the fuck it's called. And then whoever wants to do the next one can jump in on the next one. Grim, if you're around at that point in time, you could be the next decision maker. All princesses are not the result of me. Also, for those who weren't around yesterday as well, I am not saving. Any decision is final. There is no, oh no, can we go back and make the other decision? No, it's done. It's final. That is it. That is the end of that decision. You've made that decision. That is it. You have no idea how this game works? Well, we've gone through, what, 2 princesses now? We have handed over 2 princesses. Potentially a third, because achievement said so, but not 100% sure. Fair enough. Sin's gonna be here basically the entire time, so. Essentially, Grim, you make the decisions, and your decisions essentially turn the princess into what she becomes. You must get clips. How long are you gonna be around, Grim? Because it's not that hard. Literally, you listen to the story. I'll read out the choices. You make your decision. I will number them too, so it makes it easier. And then we go from there. This game is all decisions, just decisions. That's all it is. All right, we'll go Sin first then. But either way, we had who was the first? We had the nice princess. We had the lover. We had the love princess. She was the first one. And then, according to my achievements, we handed in the wraith. Yeah, we handed in the wraith. I don't think we did. We disappeared. We walked away. But we definitely handed in Demon Lady. So, yeah, we had Smitten. We've met Smitten. We've met Contrited? Fucking whatever that word was. We've met Stubborn. Hero was always there. We've also met the Cold. You have many, many, many voices. I'm sorry, I'm eating brekkie. I'm indecisive. Cold is good, I like him. I like Cold. I managed to very quickly say that Shizi was going to compare me to Cold, but whatever. Either way. It's all good to be indecisive. It's just how... Essentially, I would say go with your gut. Or go with what you think you want for the princess to be. Because literally, every choice you make actually alters everything. So... Ah, yes. Back to the fixing of the princess. Let's go. We're not slaying her. No. We're fixing her. I can see that going so well. It's gone well for us so far. My sister got the heavyweight princess. They beat the shit out of her. Got us the demon lady. Hey, literally no wrong choices. Literally no wrong choices in this game. See? No premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. No matter what you do, it's always going to be something. Fresh perspectives and new beginnings. It's also a love story, apparently. Third game. From our
You're on
only
a
save.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I won't really talk much because I'll let the story do its own thing.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, what do you like? Let's clear this up a little bit. Do you have preferences, or do you don't care what kind of pizza you get? Also, where are you getting it from? Because different places have different pizzas. Because otherwise I would just say go margarita. Cheese pizzas are always the best. Like, you can never go wrong with just strictly cheese pizzas. Because when you get it, you can even add your own toppings. Also, 3 or 4 cheese pizzas are great. You like meat pizzas? Then, isn't there a meat lovers for Domino's? Wait, don't Domino's have a mega meat pizza? Give me a second. Look, I have a Domino's app. Leave me alone. And look, there's a new mega box. Look, I don't have money. I can't buy anything. So just let me go check the pizzas. Schedule for later. Later. Fine. Why is Domino's closed until 11? Since when? Alright, 1. Schedule for later. Shut up. I know there's like a really meaty pizza. What is it? The Mega Meat Lovers Mega Box. Yeah, there's literally called a Mega Meat Lovers, yeah. Barbecue chicken in Russia. Fuck it, go Mega Meat Lovers. There you go, Mega Meat Lovers. Or loaded pepperoni. Yeah, there is, but I'm wanting specifics from your quick precision is when I'm shopping at time out. The Domino's Meat Lovers goes freaking hard. Yeah, Meat Lovers actually is not too bad. Go the Mega Meat Lovers. Extra meat. With deep pan crust. Prefer those. Better crust. Anyway, moving on to next Zin, your decisions. The end of the world, what are you talking about? If you consider that maybe the only reason killing the princess seems kind of bad. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I want the end of the world? Do we get some sort of word? Thanks for telling me what to do. Always wanted to offer Monarch or silently go to the cabin. Or if you're too indecisive, I would just strictly go with cheese pizza and throw your own toppings later. You want the end of the world?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
This choice has been chosen so many times.
Maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Yes, I do. End of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered maybe the only reason why she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad. I suggested the crust, I said deep pan. I prefer the really fluffy crusts. Thin crust, I don't know what it is with thin crusts. And cheesy crusts, hit or miss. And I prefer not the hit or miss, so deep pan. Fuck, the last one? What, just silently go into the cabin? Oh, okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not
I like
gonna
how
go
we got
through this,
distracted
right?
from decision
She's a
making to other
princess.
decision
We're
makings.
supposed to save princesses.
Garlic
not
cheesy
slay
crust.
them.
It's still a hit and miss though. I said deep pan, but if you want the garlic cheesy, go ahead. I also rather not have lava in my
Ignore him.
mouth.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table
Nice.
is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, she's. I see you say I. 1 or 2, Sin. You taking the knife or you just gone straight to the basement? Straight to the basement? Or doesn't do the garlic crust with the meat lovers?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Probably should have went with it. What's this one? Pepperoni pasta. My mouth is a little on fire.
Her voice
Especially
softly
for first thing in the
comes
second
up
morning.
stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here armed.
Excuse it. Hi, just checking in. I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. Five.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Oh, fuck up, narrator.
It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Slaughter you. Narrator is an ass, and every time we reboot, we give him full
You
existence.
walk
It's
down the stairs
the best
and
thing in the
lock
universe.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
I like how you call it a reboot.
binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Oh, we can't do that. We have you. Only one decision. I'm sorry. First of all, Reboot is a fucking awesome show. Secondly, yes, fuck. You couldn't just help her out of the chains. Nope. All right, now we have a whole lot of law. So, number 1, what's your name? 2, I don't know anything about you, for I know you're locked up down here for a reason. 3, if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? 4, I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. 5, what are you going to do if I let you out of here? 6, I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I can't remember what number that was. Was that 6? Shit. We already got smitten, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up. It isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. Maybe? Like, the whole walking backwards isn't completely locked out either. It's only locked out from the very beginning of the choices. After that, you can go back. Well, one, you want to know her name? Let's go.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Queen Princess, when she's crowned. Alright. So is Princess your name? I don't know anything about you. And the rest of them are pretty much the same, except for that first one again. Decisions. The nerd is gaslighting the whole time. Oh, fuck yeah. Fucker is Your Royal Highness Princess. It's Your Royal Highness Princess. Just go get the knife? You just gotta go get the knife? Okay.
Thank you. You
Oh,
turn
her
back
look
to the
changed.
stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you.
Sin, upon finding out her name isn't Fiona, just wants her dead. Sure, this is fine.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be
Oh.
seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Alright. Decisions. You have 4 choices. Hello. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we could start over? She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Let's finish this. This is fine. We can fix it. Come on, Sin. Decisions. You have 4 choices. It shouldn't be that many. 1. Hello.
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Let's finish this. You have 2 choices now. She sounds fun. She has a surprise. Let's go see what it is. Oh my god. You just gotta lock it down.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
Okay, hero and narrator on the same page. Why are you going back up the stairs? Lock her away. Tell you what, I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead. You're right. Let's finish this. You have 2 choices again. No, it's 1. She gets locked up to bleed out. Alright.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly
Narrator, she
barricading
beat us
it
to a
with heavy
pulp
wooden
with 1 arm
tables
chained to the
once
wall. I
held
don't
on.
think you understand the urgency. I mean, fair.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying.
She
Like
makes
she's
a
less
good
the
point.
princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by
It's hard to pick someone if you're not on their good side.
and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Everything is fine, I'm sure. Alright, choice one. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you. Bang the door you want. It'll only make you bleed out faster. Ignore her and go to sleep. It's not the IRS. I do not fucking care about the enemy I've made. You have 4 choices again. He has a point. 3.
Do you think losing an arm is actually enough to do me in? I can always find another. I'm not as frail as you think.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
If we find another arm for her, she'll be partially fixed.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
This is the first time she's become a ghost before, you know, we restart. Huh. Okay.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Not gonna lie, if my toes going numb is stopping me from getting up, I deserve to die. I don't think it's meant to be. It was meant to be in like it was a slow succession. It was more like that's the what you feel go first, but it was quick. It's like you had no chance of getting up. Like you just noticed that your toes, feet, then legs, very very quickly. It wasn't like 1 minute was your toes, the next minute was your feet. It was like seconds. So winging it is great. Winging it is the best, and congratulations. You may not even get 1 chapter. Just hope she's into feet then.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer,
Oh,
one silent footfall at a time.
this is one of the
cocking
least
her
pretty
head in
princesses.
Curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Pizza isn't here in 3 minutes. Yay! Wow, we're getting stared down by that. Perfect. Best image.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well.
Oh boy.
Around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
She's fixable, will not be convinced otherwise. I don't fuck crazy. Sorry.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
Two kinds of people.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, so the nightmare. Okay, but that's the first time I think she goes ghost before you
You're
start
on a
again.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yes, then.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Fucked up into chapter 2 as well. Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Didn't think I'd get to keep going. Yeah, well, she didn't actually get out of the cabin. So... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have a choice. 7 choices. Make your pick. Take your pick. Look, you might luck out like Cheesy and get a 3rd. 5. Proceed.
A warning before you go any
Bitch
further.
gonna kill me again. I like how my run was for 1 life. My run was for 1 life. I listened and turned into a little shit that just picked whatever Chaos told me to.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe
If
a
you're
word
lucky
she
at Grim, you
says.
might get to make all your decisions while nomming on pizza.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time.
Very direct.
She was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust.
Ah, paranoid. Welcome in. The paranoia, Sin. You have paranoia. How do you feel? Pizza!
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine
appropriate for
blade
Sin so
stands
far.
between you and the
Paranoia?
open,
Yeah.
inviting basement doorway.
So many eyes. Uh-huh. I was wondering who'd pick that up first. You'll be back? Okay. Look at all the eyes. They're all staring at you. Sin's paranoia.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's Sin's paranoia. It's coming
Hold
through to
on.
the game.
What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already got now, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I can feel some eyes on us.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your
I don't want to
task
put myself
awaits,
together.
but only you can do it.
Alright. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. Guy on the right is just looking up. I mean, fair. So is this lower guy down here. He's looking up as well. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
I mean, I guess.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't
No,
you have
look.
given us
So,
something
like,
else?
he's looking hard up. I
Something-
mean, yeah.
I don't know.
He's looking at narrator, I
Better than
guess.
a knife? we have a bomb?
Can we have a bomb? Wow, Hero has gone cowardly as shit. Damn.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Sorry, that's already happened. He has paranoia. It's fine.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror. Enter the basement. Of course you went and did that. Fucking hell. 3. Just enter the basement. You're just not going to acknowledge the mirror this time around? Alright.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps
Fucking hell, Shuzi.
suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Like, these ones even blink.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
We got like lizard arms though. Bird. Bird. We are bird. We are a burb.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
Oh no, narrator. She knows exactly who we are.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step up into the void between the stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence. You have 4 choices. Another existential crisis inbound. One. How hard is it to throw a knife? Wait, I did say 4. I said 4 instead of 5, but either way, 1.
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
Yeah, good point, Suze. Throwing easy. Making sure it sticks, not so much.
It'll be enough.
Going to talk to her, we don't need a plan. Step off into the void, continue down the stairs. 4 choices. Go on. Two. We don't need a plan.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist.
Let's fuck with the new voice. Unless you're that one guy with the fucking woodworking square.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between 2 loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in
More
nothingness.
eyes.
A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not.
Just nope. If I don't acknowledge it, it's fine.
We're going to die down here. I don't want
If
to die
you hired to
again.
make this whole fencing thing, you might want to get your money back.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Ooh, creepy. Go left, go right, do nothing, go back the way you came. again. Yay! Fuck it, go right. Come find me then. I can hide in the dark just as well as you can. We're going right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
Oh, she looks,
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
Ah, I think I know this one.
What did you do?
Is this what Paul
Pull
looks
yourself
like?
together.
No, I don't
Is it
think
supposed
so.
to be like this?
No, think so, no. What did you do to pull yourself together? She's supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Not even close, my dude.
Your vision cuts out as your
Ooh.
blood begins to coagulate. It's
That
as if
static hurt
every
my
part
ears.
of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
I got some anti-ideas. Jesus Christ.
Liver, nerves.
We're gonna continually hear paranoid in the background now.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more, as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Heart, lungs.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Paranoid, you fuck get to work.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Because she doesn't have to attack us. Paranoid is fucking working full time back there, trying to keep us alive.
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic. You know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to become enemies. We can work together. We can even be friends. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you to leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together. Run, slay the princess. You have a lot. Hey, Hitman. How many options is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13! No, being alive is so much work. Having to poop all the time. Oh, yeah, you have a lot of choices. Take your pick. Time is ticking, Sin. You're letting Paranoid work too long. Might as well get Law 1.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's
The
taking
fuck
everything
needs to
you
work
have to
more.
keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward,
Oh.
bringing her masked lips.
The static in the ears.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then, hey, snap
Whoops.
out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. We're fine.
Finger twitch.
Heart, lungs,
I thought it was really kicking me in the
liver,
jewels. Dangerous statement.
nerves,
Yeah, he's working
heart,
fast. Don't want to talk about that. Fair enough.
your back, lungs, liver, nerves,
One moment.
Paranoid is just as stubborn as stubborn.
That.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Ah,
lungs, liver,
and there's the fear.
lungs. She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Doesn't take much to break my concentration in this kind of situation. That's fair. Glad to have you here and hang out though. What happened to me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you. It's essentially the same batch of choices, my dude. One again?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
If I remember correctly, this is around where I was watching, trying to get an ending, and I think there's one if you leave together from here. I have no idea. If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. Let you out. What then? Do we go our separate ways? You're a lunatic, you know that, right? And then the rest are the same. This mantra he's got going on.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Barely!
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last
Just
time.
rinse her up and make her ghost babies.
But it looks like
Could
that's
fix
not
her if she was
happening.
nice.
At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Just rinse her up and make ghost babies. I don't think that's an option anymore. It wasn't fright. All my blood got relocated. 3.
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control.
I don't like that.
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
He raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! Honka honka. You still have lots of choices then. Three. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Oh, you bitch. You know what? That's fair. I know, right? Still lots of choices then. Send here. If I don't, and if I let you out, how about I just kill you? If I refuse, just kill the bitch. So slay the princess. You're just not gonna say anything. Just slay her. They can't handle you, ghost mummy, but I can. I don't know, I thought we were having a skill issue. I keep thinking of that line from Robots. Give me those big eyes. Give me those big eyes. Give me big eyes. I have no idea what that fucking is from. Yeah.
This path is already worn by travel, and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Can't fix her because she isn't broken. She is perfect. Well, Sin, that just told you no. She's my reason for the skill issue.
Wait, what?
Hey, Sin, he said exactly what you said. Wait, what? Alright. Run. Fine, you win, I'll let you leave. Leave together. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. We can be friends. Or refuse to let you out. 2? What? And if I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways? Oh, leave together? So fine, you win, I'll let you leave, or okay, let's get out of here. Which one? There's 2 leave togethers. Fine, you win, okay, or okay, let's get out of here. Fine, you win.
What? No!
Let's piss off narrator! Let's go!
You come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
Something wrong with gold. Okay. Like, I just don't remember that shit, so.
Shit.
Ha! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Trust having our back to her.
I missed that, man. That sounds like a legend. So it's the animated movie Robots with Robin Williams is the one, red one that's always breaking. Ah, okay. I know what the movie is, I just don't remember that line for some reason.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Lungs, liver, nerves. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive.
1 or 2, how about you go first or step onto the stairs? Okay.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement.
More eyeballs.
You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence
Hey, look, Fender Bender.
is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
Don't you tisk me?
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
I think the door is locked. Try the door. 1 or 2. Look, as long as one kidney is running and one of them can shut down, it's fine. Those 4 are the main things right now. 2.
Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
Tugging the door now.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you?
Ooh.
I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now or everything is over.
Oh boy, narrator, what the fuck?
Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
You said slay, not kill. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. I mean, fair. That's kind of important.
We do, but this is important. Look,
This is not as important as that, my guy.
tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it.
I don't know how you forgot it. It's been going on as a fucking mantra at the back of your goddamn subconscious for like the last 10 minutes. How did you not forget? How do you think brain? When have we ever, has Paranoid ever said brain?
Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
Oh my god. Hero.
Liver. You're terrible at this. I know. I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
Your pulse is now manual.
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right. Yeah, fuck this guy. Don't trust him.
Oh yeah.
Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we
Fuck this guy.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it. Heart, lungs,
That's his thing. Let Paranoia have his thing.
liver.
You get a fucking and you get a fucking. Everybody go get fucked.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door.
You have no. You have no choice.
Twists in your
A world of
hand,
terror. Let your terrors loose upon the
revealing
world. Oh
forested
no.
path beyond the cabin. You bastards. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone.
He's gone quiet.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin. Why is it so cold?
You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course we did. If you just explained yourself, Mr. Narrator, we wouldn't be here. If you need someone to trust you, for the love of fuck, do not say, I can't tell you why, but trust me. You want to? It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side, but it's going to be okay. Approach the mirror. On a 4.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
You are me, you have to. Kind of saying. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay, you've withered. We're actually a burb. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? That's to kill you. Do you know what happens in the worlds we leave behind? Have we figured out what you want when you finish? Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back, attack the entity. How the fuck can you leave the rest of all 3? Explore. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Alright, if anything it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other or another on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. Remain silent. 1, 2, 3, 6. You have 6 choices. Still wish I could be the hand that rests on her tummy for eternity. Oh. Gotta go with 1 because it's fucked up. Don't know what it makes it me.
Says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? What do you think of this vessel? I'm going to kill you, right? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Have you figured out what you'll be or what you'll want? Do you still not care? How many more vessels? I'm ready to go back. Did you just put in 3 for this one, or was that the last one? I can't remember. Being a living contradiction takes work, and it's a choice I'm happy for this one. Okay, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Can't be a contradiction. How can you stand to be a contradiction? What? You know, I'm going to kill you at the end of this. Do you know what happens? 1. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Ugh. I feel like we're not going to let her know that we're going to kill her. Have you figured out what you'll be? 1. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Alright, well 1 is you know I'm going to kill you, but do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Have you figured out what you will want? Do?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we finish? Do you still not care what to bring next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you back? I'm ready, attack. Two, do you still not care what I bring next? Or have you figured out? I can't remember if I read shit or not. Have you figured out what you'll want? My brain is going burp. Grim, if you're here, you're up next.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Nah, I just want to watch. Come on. Alright then. Hitman, are you here still? Do you still not care what I bring next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready. Take the entity. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Can't multitask, oh no! Alright, so you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. Attack the entity. Two again, don't have any preferences?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
It's fine.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back or attack the entity. I hope you have the day you deserve. Wow.
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back, attack the entity. And I hope you're alone as well. My dinner looks beautiful.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I'm just going off with your numbers, Sin, of the ones that I've read out. So if I read that one first, I'm saying that one's 1 and 2. So I'm pretty sure we all unanimously agreed yesterday that we're not choosing the letting her know we're going to kill her at the end. Everything goes dark and you die. Sorry. Alright, Hitman, are you still here?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement
Which
of the
lawn?
cabin is a princess. You're here to
Just
slay
yes.
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, if I don't get anyone, I will do my. This one will be my decisions then.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all,
Least problematically of all.
you have to put an end to her. She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Do you have any evidence to back
Look,
this up?
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, what happens if she gets out then? I want specifics!
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Don't think so. Do I get some sort of
Yes,
reward
you
for
have
this?
to slay her before you get
I don't
it.
think so. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Screw it. I'll continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I take the blade or I just enter the basement? Fuck it!
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Thank you for the stretch. And the hydrate. And the posture
The door
check.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Ooh.
She sounds
I do like
dangerous.
the dangerous
It's almost as
sounding
if
one
she's
better.
the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and get eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
You missed out on the good one. Yesterday we had Demon Mommy.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Oh yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nah. Haven't decided yet. Just here to talk. Steer your nerves and step forward. Demon tibbies? Yes, they were demon tibbies. I'm gonna be all sarcastic and shit. What? No way!
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
You know what? Just drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
It's fine.
We'll be fine.
See, even the hero agrees.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
It's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No, not really. I've just been doing what I've been told, essentially. All I know is apparently you're to destroy the world. Yeah, you're apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter. No.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
I mean, fair. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you
No,
here
you
to kill
didn't
me?
actually, numpty. You said that like 2 choices ago.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
I mean, fair point. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
I'm telling her that. Fuck you, narrator. It's because I knew you didn't want her to know this.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
As it is, you probably did like the world before they yeeted you down here. I know how you feel. You want to kill everyone just because you got yeeted down here. If they didn't do that, you probably would be fine.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
That look you give me right now, though. Deflect, what are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am inclined to trust them. Yeah, we'll go with that. No, if I'm being honest, I trust her more than that thing that's telling me what to do.
You'll understand that I have your
She's
best
giving me the
interests
fuck me eyes.
Hopefully soon.
Look, if that's what those eyes look like, I would have no fucking idea.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Still a few more questions before I decide what to do. Slay the princess. Actually change my mind. I don't trust you. Examine the trains. I'll see what I can do. Ooh. Fuck it. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yeah, if that's what those eyes were, then... Oh boy, I have no idea. See the fuck me eyes? Does the fuck you eyes count? I don't think so.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? Gonna check upstairs.
I'll be here.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah, narrator, why would I make it easy for you?
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Again, dislocating her thumb would have been the better option.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
I wouldn't be.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Where is it? There.
Stop that.
Warning.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move
The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Oh, it's the same but different result to the first one we did.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
She seems a bit sad, yeah. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And
Wait,
in the
why is the
basement
hand
of that
like
cabin
that one? The nose
is a princess.
roll. Okay. So, we personally are the ones who make all the decisions. The narrator is basically who narrates how things are going. He basically says the facts of what's been seen and what's happening and stuff like that. He doesn't really have full control, but he is still us, much like how the hero is us. Smitten, stubborn. He is an aspect of us as well. But he's a little bit more annoyed, and he is the one who doesn't want to die. So if he feels like it's going to happen, he will get to the point of where he has minor control. So, but we are a burb. We are very much a bird person. We are a bird. We a bird.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Bird. We are a drib. As my granddad puts it, we are a drib. Okay, none of us have done this one before. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start understanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time.
Oh, skeptic, hello.
Don't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Oh, even skeptic is even like for the princess as well. All right. It's just not as grandstanding and fucking over like head over heels for the princess, but he has a thing. All right. He wants the princess free as well. Go skeptic. We're on the same side.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
He isn't love drunk. Yeah.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Assume I'm telling the truth. I'm not telling you this. I'm just gonna go proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Did you just say wink out loud? No? Wink.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade
Skeptic
the
the
windows,
best.
reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
All the links.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
I'm not going to take the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Oh, she's an existential threat to your sanity, narrator. That's all we know. That's all we care about.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Don't I get to say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
They took my choice from me! How dare!
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
A threat to my virginity.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
I mean, true enough, hero.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you. The heavy
fucking
collar
chibi
around her
design
neck
of her
clanking
face here.
loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
See, she's fixable.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Not trying to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here, leave the princess in the basement, sit with her, slay the princess. I'ma sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall. Who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye! That other chain on the wall. Who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I'm good, thank you!
Maybe it'll fit.
Like, I like my chokers, but no thank you.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Look, but we'll have matching collars, come on. Like I said, I like my chokers, but that's still a bit much, but at the same time we'll have matching collars. I've been here before, am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial...
Getting collared
no
by a
use.
princess.
This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things,
Oh, you
is
think it's a second shot?
contingency. A contingency for what?
Not gonna lie, that sounds like hashtag life goals. Gotta have matching collars.
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Ooh.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
But messing it up is fun. We get to see all the cool princesses.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Oh boy, skeptic again, Angie. If you aren't fucking up, well, we just don't do that around here.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Take kindly to jobs well done here.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something different to what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Oh. Thank you. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
I mean, you can take the time to pick away at the fucking thing at the back. If this looks like fucking, if it's old style shit, it's probably like limestone or something. You can eventually pick away at it and like get through so it loosens up the bolts. Like, damn. Because they are bolts, they aren't rivets, they are bolts. You could probably even use it to turn the bolts. Might take a bit, might break the knife, but hey.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Oh, her body won't, no.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I don't think there'll be rivets, not in here. Not in this kind of situation. This one has no bolts, so... yeah. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
You know what, screw it, let's inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, come on!
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? What? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Patient, she might be the one, boys.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Fuck it! Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically
Hey,
leaps
matching
from your
collars!
hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh well.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Prison of the mind, become your own
Yes.
jailer.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I might get a chapter 3. Hello.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
No. Yep. Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
That's...
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
Come on, the princess has lots of room in that chain, in that chains, so she could easily like go forward a bit more and then stretch her fucking legs out to grab that goddamn blade. There is plenty of leeway in those chains of hers. I'm not sure about mine. For all I know, I'm pinned against the goddamn fucking wall, but she has lots of loose chains there. She could go out.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work?
The princess did nothing to me. I was the one who chose to put the, well, to grab the collar anyway, and the collar was like, ooh, we match now. Princess did shit all.
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk.
Have you noticed the basement
Remember?
changing?
Still rude.
Continue to wait in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Well, technically,
So this
I
is
didn't
the
get a
outside
chapter 3.
world.
Ooh.
It's cold.
Go me. Didn't even have to kill her. Yeah, just respond. No, you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. Get into your reflection. As soon as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains. You've unraveled. Ooh. I never had to kill her. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. We're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Fair enough. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
We're down to the last one, guys. This is the last time. Is there anything you'd like me to bring? If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. I'm ready to go back.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart.
Hey Grim,
The
do you want the
only
hard
thing
choice
I
of being
need
the
to
one to
see
do
is
to
what you
make the
choose
last
from me
princess?
when the thread is fully drawn. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
No? You don't want to create a princess? Everything goes dark, and you die. Da, 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 da. A guarded vessel, bring the prisoner to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, I'll leave this all up to chat again. Whoever gets their answer in first is the one that is the choice I'll be going with. So the end of the world, what are you talking about? 1, have you considered that maybe the only reason why she's going to the end of the world is because she's locked up? 2, killing a princess is kind of bad though. 3, can't someone else do this? 4, forget it, I'm not doing this. 5, have you considered that I'm okay with the world ending? 6, do I get some sort of reward? 7, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. 8, sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. And silently continue to the cabin. The last one, to silently continue? Alright.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Alright, we'll go one after the other? Okay, sweet.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, so Grim, we're going to be doing it this way. It's going Sin, it's going to be Sheezy next. So you're not responsible for the entire choices. You just get to pick a choice in the third one. Would that be fine for you? No knife? So Cheesy has gone with entering the basement without the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient room. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only
But
have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Alright, so this will be my one. Fuck it.
You must have the wrong address.
It is, and also a dodge.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise.
What element of surprise? I'm gonna be at the bottom of the stairs and she's gonna be looking directly at it. It is fairly lit up down there. There is going to be no fucking surprise, you dumbass. I killed Bale first try, I killed Mesmer on my fourth, so what? I'm on my, like, my 40th for fucking... Oh. I also don't play the game, so I don't really know who exactly you're talking about. All I know is good luck.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Sin, this is your choice.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you.
Hi. You were joking about
Fuck.
coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Oh. Interesting, interesting. Alright. For the single ones, I won't say this will take away from your choices. So you'll be one, there's multiple choices. My chat goes weird, okay? I know it goes weird.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You got what's your name? I don't know anything about you, for all I know you're locked up down here for a reason. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking? What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I won't kill you, but I just can't set you free. What if I stayed here for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up and it isn't worth the risk. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. Which one, Zen? Why do you feel attacked? The last one? Just go up without saying a word?
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving.
Alright, Sheezy, your choice is next.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing.
1 second.
But I'd hurry if I were you.
Brother rocked up.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Alright, Cheesy, your choice. Hello, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over? Let's finish this. 1, 2, or 3? 2.
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Alright, investigate the arm, come out. Just get this over with. Oh, wait. Let's investigate the arm. Because that's always a good idea.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Yeah, this is true, Cheese.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Look, Sin gets the choice to start off again as well.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
we've only hit chapter 3 once, wasn't it? That was cheesy.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Right, Sin. Your choice again. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Proceed to the cabin, turn around, and leave. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with
Hunted,
its freedom?
hello. Welcome in, Hunted.
Or is it just acting out its nature?
Welcome to the vastness that is my mind. Yeah, because most of those we've already explored, so there's no real point in repeating them.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
No, not empty-headed.
That's
Just
a
very open-minded.
roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Proceeding to the cabin. Cheesy's choices next.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. You didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror, take the blade, or enter the basement. She's which one? And neither of them are in chat. Lovely. Just straight up enter the basement? Alright, let's go.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk.
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
The mirror just vanishes again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral,
What?
impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Swamp mommy?
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess.
Oh no.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
Also, not necessarily swamp, jungle, but yeah. No, I know you're just trying to do your job, but holy fuck, just stop talking. You know nothing of what you speak.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
My choice. Don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. We're fine. Attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other. You know that, right? Move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
Sin, your choice next.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive.
I can fix her!
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Alright, Sin. Dragon mommy? What do you want? We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have left already? Stop hiding and show yourself. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true. Run for the stairs. I see why Donkey went for it. Right, Sin, you have choices. 2, We don't have to kill each other? You gonna try and bargain your way out of here? Where is Sophie when you need her? This is some fairy shit right here. Sophie's at work. Sophie is very much at work. Alright, let's try and bargain our way out of this, huh?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
Alright, she's your choice. There's no way to make it to the stairs. What do you want? Stop hiding and show yourself. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true. Run for the stairs. Please no, she's calling us fledglings. Yes, we are fledglings, apparently, according to her. Alright, Shees, you have 4 choices. Make your pick. 1. What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Oh, shit. Is it all just guys in my chat right now?
Don't ask her what she wants. Just run for the blade upstairs and slay
Bricked.
her with it. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Oh yeah, very much looking like a princess over here.
She is clearly not.
Yeah, clearly not a princess no more.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere
Yeah,
else.
So yes, everyone in this fucking chat is a guy. God damn it.
We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
Yes, hunted.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
It's my choice, isn't it? Survive, play dead, stand still. You know what? Fuck it, play dead.
Playing dead. It's unexpected. It could work.
Good lord, Cheesy, put it back.
As the
You know,
princess
there's a
lunges
sound
from the
alert.
shadows once more, you collapse to the ground.
A possum, full
feigning
of predator
death.
by faking your own death.
She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then silence, only broken by the sound of your beating heart. It actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead? She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
That's not terrifying at all.
Move, now! But it's too late for you to move. Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows
Then,
you whole.
again, she's broken. I'm not broken.
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no, this isn't it. You are in a dark and coarse
Oh my
place.
god!
A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you.
Hey look,
Your
Sin, you
lungs
have
can
decisions
barely
to make in the
expand
guts.
such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
Ah, yes.
You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat. and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
The what now? Yay, fucked up car ride.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
Cheesy.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Alright, Sin, your choices. Can you talk to the cabin? You could have asked me before, swallow me alive. Claw and bite. Fine, you can leave. You can leave, just let me go. Wait for death. You have 6 choices. Five. You can leave, just let me go.
Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step.
Dissolving will free a creature while under extreme duress.
And then? It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
You can feel a churning in the forms around you and then wet tunneling before you are ejected to a place that is nowhere at all. What the fuck? Did we become poo?
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Did you throw me up?
This place is cold.
Before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Memory
She's
returns.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is a cheesy choice. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared. Approach the mirror. Into the mirror. Just approach it. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Uh.
That thing reeks of death.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silences reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need it. You need to see what's in it. What do we got this time round? Ah, you are nothing at all. Grow! But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure, a faint veil and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Hello, narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. It's my turn for choices, isn't it? Yeah. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? I wasn't supposed to see this at all. See all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror. That's 7 years bad luck. If you're not me, then what are you?
I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Sin! Your turn! Just the average experience I go through looking in mirrors. To the narrator, I was wondering if I ever get to see you. I was like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? So many questions for you. Does it hurt when a piece of that breaks? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away and stop asking questions? Every time I ask something, a piece of breaks. Are you a part of me or are you something else? Buying them in wholesale because of it. Jesus Christ. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. How have you been the same all along? If you made me, then what am I? I wasn't supposed to see this. Was I? What is the princess? Did you make her too? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror. It's in your choice. Please also recognize that you only get so many shots at this. If you made me, what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
We are the long quiet. Ooh. Sheezy, your turn! I don't want to be a god, I want to be me. A god, I always knew I was special. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd see you. Others like you, you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? I have so many questions. Does it hurt? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted the princess dead. Met you so many times, have you been the same? Are you God or were you a god? I wasn't supposed to see all this. What is the princess? Did you make her too? What is this place? Where are we? Why would you want to rid the world of death? Wasn't supposed to see this.
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
My turn. Are you a part of me or are you something else?
No, I am not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Sin, your turn. The choices haven't really changed. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? That one's a new one. If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is. It's another new one. Why would you want to rid the world of death? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually important even. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. How am I supposed to rid the world of death? Your choices. Those are some of the new ones. Why would rid the world of death? So why would you want to rid the world of death? Okay.
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. so you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Cheesy. Don't. If you want me to slay her, I have to know what she is. Righto.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change.
I've been stabbed many
She is
times, you fuck, or ripped apart,
transformational, most of
or
it.
beat.
Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
My turn. If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? I don't want to be a god, I want to be me. That will lead to... Why the fuck do you want us to kill the capacity for change? Shit, fuck, that will lead to stagnation. I know, right? I don't want to be a god, I want to be me. A god, I knew it was special, see you narrator. Why couldn't you have told me this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Met you many times, we've been the same all along. Are you god or were you a god? How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Of all the things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? People out there beyond the walls of the do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? If you call this place a construct, what is it supposed to do? Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times! I'm going to ask the other one. How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept?
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
So you made her as well, huh? If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. If I destroy her, I won't be alone. Sid, your choices. I'm pretty sure nothing else has changed. Let's go through 3. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? You want to ask him about his hubris? Alright. Fuck it, why not? Alright.
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Cheesy, your turn. Three as well. I'm just having a look to see if there's any other options added on this. I don't think... What are there? Is a new one? What were we shaped from? But you want 3 as well, which was what? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? That one?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Heh. Any other new questions? I'm a petty fucker. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave, and then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Death of the author. Run out of questions. Alright, she's... No. It's Sin, sorry. Oh, Muffin, I hate change too, but you can't be this petty about it. Think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end. Sin. Lie.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up.
I would do too, just to spite him.
It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Construct is dead! As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. A long quiet, all of this is you. The narrator was right, you were the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. A feral vessel, bring the beast to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Okay, we have a focus. You have to really try and eliminate an abstract concept of change.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Shuzi's turn, is it not? I've missed you too. Do you know what the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I am the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means. And what happens now? You only just noticed all the naked girls? That is every version of the princess that we have and have not seen. Every single version. Anyway, she's your choice. You have 4 options by the looks of that. Three. I'm a long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
My turn. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? What happens now?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him.
Sin doesn't get a choice in his question, but he'll get the
Ever
next main
passive player,
choice.
Always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from 1 into 2, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Oh my god, jeez.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Alright, Sin. Choices, choices. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Do you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. You have 8 choices, Sin. Take your feckin' pick. 1. So many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, we still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Choosy, your options. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point? There's been another way. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place. I know there is more princesses. Always. I might do another replay of this. At some another time. One again, more law. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Alright, my turn. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
The one on her mouth was really putting effort into it. Oh my god.
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. You are designed. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you're tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There is a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Sin, your choice. Address the vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. Remain silent. So, your choice, and Choose wisely. Two, appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Yeah.
Bound for eternity, we saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
Shreezy, your choice. Address the vessel's statement directly. Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. This has always been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore. Reject her authority, you've done nothing. One, you want to address the vessel's statement directly? Alright. Great, now you give me a choice. Fuck you. They'll get over it. They'll see your end as a gift in time. That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped. What pretends to protect us from loss? To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. If losing a body is contained within having a body, losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
Sin, your choice. You want to address the vessel statement directly. Continue to appeal her shared humanity. This has always been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. Remain silent. You gonna continue to appeal to your shared humanity? This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You fling to your emotion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking
Hey look, demon!
and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Sheezy's turn. Address the vessel's statement directly. Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture. Reject her authority. Argue your independence. Reject her perspective. I get it. There is no need for us to keep fighting. Stop the fight early and surrender, or remain silent. 1. Address the vessel statement directly. Fuck you. It was beautiful, it was meaningless, neither of us could ever truly win. It was unnecessary, we could have worked together to build something better. We didn't have to hurt each other. Fuck it, we'll go, it was beautiful.
It was. Triumph does not exist without defeat. Birth does not exist without death. It is through conflict that we create beauty.
Your lever pressed a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Sin. Address the vessel statement. Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture. Reject her authority. Argue your independence. Reject her perspective. I get it. Stop the fight early and surrender. Remain silent. Two.
We are the whole of reality.
As the clash between you abates and you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Cheesy! It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? Can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm sorry. Slay the princess. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is, but there is something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. You have a few choices here. She's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 3. Ready to go, but how do we leave? Through conflict, we carve meaning.
Joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. This is my choice. What happens now? Step into the infinite. Let's go what happens now.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. There we go. That is one of many, many actual endings. Fuck the narrator. Look at the Patreon alpha testers. Holy shit, it's a lot. Ant. It's a different one. Just ant. Trying to like change like what the actual fuck, that is some SCP level bullshit. Princess, the World Ender, it's always been that easy. The Shifting Mound Movement 1, these are the songs. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Ah. Fuck it, may as well. I don't need to do any of these. Make your playlist, play your other game, return the menu. Is that the order of our songs our playthrough made? Probably. Maybe. When I do another playthrough, we'll compare the songs. How's that? And then we'll know if it's specifically to like how we played it. But because it's interesting, is here's a track order for a special playlist just for you. So maybe. Either way, that was Slay the Princess. And we finished one full playthrough. Out of all of that though, we have done, with all of us working together, we got me 25 out of the 97 achievements. And no problem. I am very happy to let chat be the one to make the decisions. May as well. It's a game that allows chat to actually be fully involved in. It is really, really good. And I do like it. And I do like how from the very get-go, every decision you make changes how everything goes. Like if you went down into the basement without the knife, the princess was always going to be nice because you went in with the perception of she is not dangerous. So she wasn't going to be dangerous. The second you went in with the knife, you perceive that she's going to be dangerous. So what does she become? She becomes dangerous. Your perception alters how the princess will actually be. I want to see if I can do playthroughs later, like just strictly non-dangerous princesses. That would be interesting to see if that's actually possible. Because that would be really interesting. Just strictly non-dangerous princesses. Like 5 princesses handed in. Yeah, we had the loved one, the nice one. Then we had the demon lady, and we had the mask. Then we had the one that just sat there, the one that didn't actually end up being killed or anything by us. and then we had the Beast. So yeah, five princesses. So if we can try and get all 5 princesses that are non-violent, non-aggressive, and always perceived as not a threat, that would be interesting. At least for the first half of being not perceived as a threat, like, first choice. Because I think after that, it really varies, but for the most part, having a non-threat perceived princess would be interesting. From the get-go. All 5. But that's another run, that'll be another playthrough. But yeah, no. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I had lots of fun. That was a very interesting ending, to say the least. That was a very, very interesting ending. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I might come back to do another run, but I might do something else next, just to kind of like break it up a little bit. But yeah. Until next time, guys. And please look after yourselves. Take care. I don't know. Question the freaking laws of the world that the game fucking thrusted at you. I don't know. Question everything. Don't believe a thing. Break your construct. Perceive things differently. I don't know. But until next time, guys, take care. Have your water. Have your food. Stretch. Exercise. Do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. And I will catch you all